Well, hey, you're back. Hey, guys, you're back here at Simple Acre Homestead, where myself, Bert, my wife Cindy, and our 4 kids homestead simply on just a tad bit under an acre. Anyway, guys, I wanted to bring you back today because I have been very busy, very busy. I've been working overtime, 10.5-hour days, coming home, spending a few hours a night outside working on that project that I told you about last time. I've been telling you about the last couple times, but last time I got into more detail. Today, before I get any further, because I don't want to leave this until I've got so much done that you are unable to see the progress that I'm making. So here's the thing. I've got the skeleton or part of the frame up now, and I want to bring you out here, show you where I'm at, kind of give you a basic idea, because now you can kind of see it, of what I'm building. So if you remember, I told you this will be a multi-purpose building, and I apologize if the sun, if I'm getting shaded here at all. I'm hoping that's not the case. Oh, look at the silly goats. So if you can see her there, Boots is reaching through the fence to get the mint patch. We intentionally planted that mint patch right where the goats could have it, but they keep it, you know, it's spread and it's gotten bigger, but they keep it mowed down, mowed very well down. And they reach as far as they can to get these pieces of mint. So what we actually do is we cut it and we throw it in for them because, well, you can see how much they like it. All right, so I'm going to start on this end of the building. And hopefully you can see, I know it is bright out here because the sun's starting to set. And this end that I have, I'm just trying to see because I can't see what you're seeing very well. The sun's glaring off the camera here. This end, although I want to put 2 more posts, so I want to make it just a little bit longer. This will be enclosed except for this end here, which will be where I'm going to keep my little Kubota. All right, now as I go along, you'll see 4 openings. And each of these openings is going to be a new aviary. So for instance, one section will house a couple turkeys, just enough to supply us with meat each year. So we're not going to keep a whole flock. We're just going to keep probably 2 pairs in the long run. Right now, unfortunately, we have 3 males and 1 female, but at the end of the day, I'm hoping to have 2 males, 2 females, and then we'll just hatch eggs, harvest the turkeys, or sell a few off. Another one, as I go along here, as you can see what I'm referring to, another one is going to house pheasants, and another one will house Cindy's Polish chickens, and there's going to be 1 extra because you just never know what we may end up getting next. So you can see I still have a few 4x4s leaning up against the fence here. That is so that when I start working on this side, because that's the back you see there with the 3 rails, the sides are done. So I've done the inside walls, I've done the back wall. The back of this structure is going to be 6 feet tall, well 6.5 feet tall. I don't want to bump my head. And the front is going to be 8 feet. I'm going to use the same premise I've done for all the other buildings. I like to keep everything kind of uniform. So I'm going to go with a black roof, steel roof, and red LP siding. It's not red, but I'm going to paint it red, a barn red, so that it matches the 2 barns I built, and it matches the shed that you can see in the distance that I finished maybe 2 months ago. So anyway, making really good progress, but I was just kind of starting to think to myself, I need to stop because I'm not filming what I'm doing. I've done that in the past. You guys know how this works. But I don't have the ability right now to film because Cindy's busy. It's a busy time of year. And I wanted to let you know where I'm at. As you can see, and I told you before, I'm just using ground stakes because we're in clay. And what I find is the clay tends to push posts out of the ground. So I'm hoping with the stakes you won't get so much push because it's not a large object in the ground. It's just a spike. And worst case scenario, I just give it a good tap on the top and put it right back in the ground. So I'm walking along here, as you can see. Yeah, so I started to say those 4x4s, that is so I can frame in a door on each one of these aviaries. And I still have down farther here, you can see way down over there in the distance, I have more pressure treated 2x4s that I still have to put up, and that'll be, because I still have, if you look at the bottom here, I still have to frame in, whoop, I'm not too good with pointer here, I still have to put a 2x4 on the ground all the way around the structure and the walls. And to do that, I have to drill the brackets, drill holes for the brackets before I can mount the 2x4. So that's why I haven't got that part done yet. I also had to pick up some more 10-footers because I did not account for enough to do the bottom row. Well, maybe I did, but then I decided to change the spacing because I wanted to have them every 2 feet. As far as the style of where I'm putting these 2x4s. So as you can see, again, this is almost like a pole barn method. I find it very simple. It's much cheaper, and it will basically, it just gives me something to attach all the hardware cloth to, and I want to see if I can get a better film grip here, get a better picture. All the hardware cloth can be attached to it, and then over top of that, in sections, I'm going to put the LP Smart Siding. What I plan to do is from about, well, I'm debating. I'm either going to do a full front hardware cloth, or I will start it about here and go up to about here and then wood again. I don't want to have it too open, or what I would like to have it open. I won't say I don't want to have it too open, but our winters get nasty. They really do. We get nasty blizzards, and I want to make sure that whatever's in here during the winter is protected. So the least amount of hardware cloth or like cage wiring that I have to cover, the better. Because on the aviary I built over here off the side of this mini barn, if you guys can remember, so this aviary is kind of the same idea as what I'm planning to do over here. But last winter, all this wire I covered in plastic. I can do that again, but I would like to find a way to get pieces of wood that fit exactly on these sections and find a way to actually hook them on or something like that. I don't want to keep drilling and nailing holes into the existing wood. I want to find some way, and I'm rolling it around in my head, I want to find some way that I can just have something I can attach and detach without causing more and more damage to the existing buildings, because I don't want to punch a bunch of holes in there and have the rot get in there, etc. So again, there's a quick update. I know it's not a super long video, but it gives you a really good idea of the size of the building I'm working on. And like I said, none of it's going to be enclosed. It's all going to be open to some degree, all of the building. The very end one would be the most enclosed section, and that is just because my tractor is going to go in there. But again, the front of it, where the door will be, I'm likely just going to hang a tarp in the wintertime. I'm not going to bother to close it in because I don't want to make this a building that requires permits. I want this to just stay like a breezeway, cage type setup. All right, guys, there's the update. I hope you'll keep coming back, and I hope you'll keep following, because I love to have you around. Anyway, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, share this with your friends, come watch the progress, and if you don't mind, if you like this kind of stuff, go back and look at our videos where we built these mini barns and that shed. I love doing that kind of stuff. I'm running out of room, but I love doing it. This will probably be my last big build. See you next time, guys. Have a great week.